Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Rose Thorne here. Today I'm reacting to Foodie Beauty's live stream, which he just completed called Orange Julep. Normally when Chantal does a live stream, if it's something that I think that she won't dirty delete, I will let it go for a little bit and wait for the live chat portion to show up because I like to include the comments that people are making to Chantal in with the video. But unfortunately, I've got stuff that I have to do today. I've got to run to the store. I've got to do a couple of things around the house. So I don't have the hour plus that it's going to take for the chat portion to show up. So I'm just going to react to Chantal's live stream as it is, and I hope you guys are okay with that. So let's recap from yesterday. So Chantal was making all of the reactors run around like crazy yesterday because some of the live streams that she did, she was dirty deleting as soon as she was done. So as a reactor, if someone does a live stream like Chantal and they dirty delete, then you're running around trying to find someone, an archive channel that might have a copy and react to that, or find clips of that video live stream on Twitter and kind of piece it together to react to. So I was running around yesterday just trying to find stuff that Chantal was quickly getting rid of. And that was the extent of my day, was just trying to put stuff together for y'all to make it all cohesive. So she just did this live stream. She did her live streams last night and then she disappeared. And everybody predicted that she was going straight over to Natter's. And it took quite a while for her today to pop back up. And where is she? She is actually headed to the Orange Julep, which is close to Natter. So I guess she's on the way back from spending time with Natter, and she's talking to the camera, and she says a whole lot of everything about a whole lot of everything. And she reveals some things, and I've got some thoughts already, but I wanted to wait for this live stream to pop up so I could give my thoughts. So I hope you guys enjoy this react video, and if you do, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Let's do this thing.
Mental health looked after, like, seriously. When I stop the car, because I know you guys are shit talking me right now, I do not want any more disrespectful people in my chat. Like,
translation, I don't want anybody coming into my chat that's going to bring truth and reason and logic to my world. She looks at disrespect as, people telling her the truth and she doesn't want to hear it. She's built up her own little fantasy world and nobody better dare walk in and break through that.
People who just come to disrespect me, and I know you're thinking, oh, she's being defensive, so she was with Natter. No, this has been long overdue. It actually, like, does bug me, like, no matter what. I get mad because people do attack me, like, for doing something like getting back with a boyfriend, or, like, I don't know.
He never was your boyfriend. Boyfriends, you don't pay for boyfriends, Chantal. He's a paid companion, has been from the jump. There was never a moment where the two of you hung out and you weren't giving him money. You've given him lots of money, and that's the only reason why he's around you. But this picture that you painted to everybody about him being the bad guy and you're the innocent victim. No, ma'am, you're not. You are not a victim. You are a willing participant in this game. As a matter of fact, you're the employer. He and everybody else are the employees. You're the master of this game. You're the one keeping this going. You're the one making the most money, and you're the one paying people to be part of your game. You're a willing participant. You willingly, knowingly, and eagerly give your money to Natter, possibly to Dee Dee. You pay for Pete. All of them are your employees. All of them participate in this game, either directly or indirectly. If they are not a direct scammer, like you and Natter, they are accomplices, like Dee Dee and Pete. Dee Dee and Pete, they play their part too. They will lie for the each of you whenever asked to lie. They will not say anything if you tell them not to say anything. Because of that, they are willing participants as well, and they are getting some kind of financial benefit in some way. This is all a scam game. It's a shell game that you play with people. You know, like you just switch the shells around. Oh, look over here. No, wait, look over there. It's a shell game. It's a shell game you're doing on YouTube.
So listen, I understand. Like, I've watched the video. I've seen the video of me being crazy. Like, I hate Natter. I love Natter. I hate Natter. I fucking love Natter. I hate Natter. So the final verdict, I guess, is that I do love Natter. And obviously, there's a lot of good, really good things that I don't share with you, and I really want to. We had a deal made not long ago. We had a plan to make this a healthier friendship, and fucked it up yesterday. We fucked it up. We talked about a lot of stuff, and I feel like I've just been so paranoid.
Use the right two lanes to turn slightly right onto Boulevard Dakari. Signs for Namur.
You know, I don't even know why she's using the GPS, because the area that she's been in countless times before. So I wish she would turn the GPS off or turn the voice down, because that's annoying.
What I struggle with in adding extra stress
Continue Boulevard Dakari for 1 kilometer.
is the fact that I've come on here and like completely dog shit ruin the life and reputation of somebody that I love more than anybody in my life right now. And I don't.
You know, since you're apologizing to Natter for doxing him, why don't you stretch out the apology, include all the other people that you've doxed, like Dee Dee, like FFG. I mean, you've doxed more than a few people, Chantal. You've trash talked more than a few people. Why not apologize to everybody? Why is it only him? You've doxed a lot of people with no shame, no regret, no remorse. And you did it on your channel. You don't regret a damn thing.
I don't know how to deal with that. Like, I don't know how, because yes, obviously I want to be able to fucking do things like stress free and just live a normal life. And in order to do that, you can't come online and air out all your fucking relationship dirty laundry. No matter how bad it is, it's not fair to him, no matter what you say.
You know what? Screw him. It's not fair to him, but how about it's not fair to all of us? If you and Natter are going back and forth in whatever way, you guys should keep it between y'all. You're always yelling and screaming about wanting your privacy. That's easy to achieve. Just keep your mouth shut. How hard is that? Keep your mouth shut. Don't talk about it on YouTube. Don't put your dirty laundry out there in front of everybody where we can smell it, we can see it, we can see how wet it is. Just don't talk about things. Don't put it in front of us, because you're exposing all this nonsense to the people. We don't want to deal with it. It's not our business. We don't want it to be our business, but when you put it in front of us, it becomes our business. And because it becomes our business, we are free to comment on it, whether it's in a live chat, whether it's on a community post, whether it's on the comments for somebody's live stream or video. The moment you put something out there in front of the public, what you're saying to the public is, I am inviting public scrutiny and opinion. I want this to be public. I want everyone to know. I want everyone to see and hear. You want privacy. Privacy means secret. It means personal. It means confidential. You can't achieve those things by coming on a public platform and airing your business, Chantal. You can't sit there and straddle the fence like that. You can't have it both ways. That one minute you want to air everything out, and the next minute you want to scream about, you're not privy to my private life. Well, then don't put your private life out there, and we won't talk about it.
Like, especially if I want to be with him. So that's in any way, like any kind of friendship, any kind of whatever, you know, it's just like, that's just how.
By the way, you don't pay your friends. If your friends are real, you don't pay your friends to be your friend. If you're paying somebody to be your friend, they are not your friend. It's a financial agreement between two people for companionship, but it is not a true friendship nor a real relationship.
So yeah, I do love this man. He did not sexually assault me. Um, he's innocent of that. I want to make that clear because this kind of accusation for somebody really is damaging. I don't think before I come online and I
You know what? That part right there, she just said in front of everybody, he did not essay me. You know, guys, there are different levels of evil. You know, like saying somebody took food off your plate when they didn't. That's low level. What she's done all this time saying that he essayed her, she said it for weeks, for months. She made thousands of dollars with these claims because she brought these claims to YouTube in the public. That is a high, high level of wrong and evil. High level. You came online, you made up a bunch of lies every day for several months. Several months. And when you started making these claims, Chantal, I will tell you honestly, I was questioning whether they were real or not. I didn't really know. I believed you for all of like a half second. But the more you talked and the way you acted, as someone I've been through DV and essay, I said to myself, wait a minute, this doesn't look right. This doesn't smell right. This doesn't feel right. Something is wrong here because of the way you behaved and the way you were talking. It didn't look right to me. I sensed something was off. I knew you were lying about the DV. I knew you were lying about the essay just based on your behavior. As someone I've been through those things, the fact that you came online talking in detail about what allegedly happened to you, I'm sorry, real people that have been through DV and essay, they don't do that. I've been all over YouTube. I have yet to see someone, see a channel that talked about DV or essay the way you have for months, for hours, weeks, every day with no problem. If you talk to somebody who's been through DV and essay, they're not going to do it in front of an audience. Usually it's like they're talking to one person they trust, and as they're sitting there talking about what happened to them, when you talk about what happened to you, you're almost reliving it in a way in your mind. And it hurts. A lot of people, when they start talking about what happened to them, you can just see the shift in their feeling and their thinking. You know, some people start to shake, some people start to cry, they look visibly upset. I didn't see that in you. You come on camera talking about it with complete ease. And here's another way that I basically found you out, Chantal. You're someone that you claim that you went through SA more than once with this man. And yet, even after this SA occurred, you're going to get online and run around half naked in front of people, and you think that's funny? You have no problem showing off your half naked or almost naked body? Yeah, that looked weird to me too. That looked really weird. There's a lot of behaviors that you've shown that I'm like, nope, that don't look right. She's lying. And here you are confessing, yeah, that you did lie. And you're right, Chantal. When people make up claims of DV or SA on other people and those things did not occur, that can ruin a person for life. Even if that person proves that the person accusing them lies on them and has lied, it's still something that they have to live with for the rest of their life. That can permanently damage somebody's reputation and their ability to get a job or the ability to live. I'm not sticking up for Natter. He's a scumbag. But I'm just saying that you should not make those claims unless they're true. but all you care about is being spiteful and vengeful and bitter and getting back at people any way you know how, you're a monster.
Talk. I don't think before I do things. I don't think before I just go on
Yeah,
live.
you don't think about what are the things I'm about to say, what are the consequences? Not just for myself, but for the other person. You don't think about the consequences for the other person. You think about how it's going to affect you. That's how narcissistic and self-absorbed you are. Like all you care about is getting satisfaction for yourself. You're not thinking about the things that I'm going to say, how they're going to affect somebody for the rest of their life. You don't give a crap about that.
And be like, hey, Dee Dee did this, spread her legs, she's gross. Like, she has a job, she has a reputation. So I am sorry, like, no matter what. I'm not saying Dee Dee and I are even friends, but I do, on a human level, if I do something
You're
shitty
not
to
human.
somebody, I feel like I should own it. So
you know what this feels like? This feels like she's apologizing to Natter again on YouTube. Isn't that what it sounds like to you guys? It sounds like this right here, this, all of this, this right here is her apologizing to Natter. If you want to apologize to Natter, Chantal, why can't you do it on the phone? Why do it here on YouTube? If you got something to say to him directly. You two are idiots. You guys have problems with each other and you won't talk to one another. You'll talk to an audience, but you won't talk to each other and work it out or do something. You have to involve people. It's making everybody nuts.
well, that's how I really feel. I did meet up with him. We did do a lot of talking. It's weird to me that somebody I spend most of my time with, or I spend so much time with and so much energy on, and somebody that I supposedly love so much that I would do so much bad things to, and he's very private, so whatever.
In 400 meters, turn right.
Anything like that between us, like if I feel wronged in any way, not sexual assault wise, but whatever, I feel like it's all worked out. Like we have a right to work it out in private, basically. That's how.
Turn right, then turn left.
You know what I mean? So it's just really messy, like to try to deal with this stuff after I've shared so much, and now it's like different. My feelings are different. Like one minute I hate him, and I come online and I vent, but I don't really hate him.
Well, that's the problem. You vent on YouTube, girl. There are different blog sites like LiveJournal. Make a blog and go off in a blog if you want. Don't bring it here. And that way you can be halfway private. You're venting for a purpose. You're venting because you want to get paid for drama. You want to get paid for your venting. You want to get paid for being mad. I'm sorry, your anger is not that, it's not that valuable an asset.
Right, then turn left.
I still love him, and I end up like, you know what I mean? Like we end up working things out, and it's just like nobody can understand that. I get it, So I'm just really trying to make things a positive, and this is at the end of the day, it's still my life, and I know a lot of people based on because of me coming on here and being so fucking nasty all the time.
You are.
Nobody wants us together. I get that. But at the end of the day, it's still.
Actually, I would like to correct you, Chantal. I want you two to be together. I think you're the perfect match. I'm sick of all these freaking people that come in your chat saying you deserve better. I disagree strongly with that. People that come into Chantal's chat trying to play positive Patty, saying you deserve better, Chantal. My question to those people is, why does she deserve better? She's a rotten person. She's selfish. She's self-absorbed. She's gluttonous. She doesn't care about her own health. She's mean, nasty, and hateful to people. Why does she deserve better? She had two good men in her life once upon a time. She had Pete's and she had BB. Both of them had jobs. Both of them were decent people. And you know what she did? She cheated on both of those men, and she treated both of those men like crap. She was with Pete's for 5 years. They were engaged. He had a job. What did she do to Pete's? She left him in financial ruin, and she has said that herself, that she borrowed a lot of money, spent a lot of money. She left Pete's in financial ruin, as well as cheated on him. And then BB, She wrecked and ruined his life to a certain degree. You know, like she made his life miserable. It's amazing to me because when she was with BB, she would always roll her eyes at him and act like, what are you doing here? She just put off this attitude to BB. And then the moment that they break up, suddenly she can't stop talking about BB. But she had two good men, and she was not good to either one of them. It wasn't a case of let's agree to disagree and break up and go on our separate ways and stay friends. No, she ruined both of them. If Chantal had a decent man in her life right now, she would wreck and ruin his life because she is such a mess. And she doesn't want to bother to be any better. I think she's found her perfect match in Natter. I want them to get married and live together. Yes, I do. Because as long as they are together, that means they are not around decent people that they can hurt in some way. So all of you idiots over there in the chat saying, you deserve better. No, she don't. She's a rotten, evil monster. And rotten, evil monsters do not deserve to be around or be involved with decent people. If she was a decent person, I would say, yes, she needs to be with a decent person too, but she's nowhere close to that. She's got a lot of issues. She's got a lot of addictions. She's self-absorbed. That needs to be kept away from all decent people. She wants to whine and cry about the way that Natter treats her. Oh, he treats me so bad. Well, you know what? You treated other people bad, Chantal. You had good men that were not abusive, that didn't treat you that way, and you didn't appreciate them. So, you know, decent people are not for you.
Take the next right, then turn right.
It's still my choice, and I don't know what to say. I changed my mind. Yeah. I feel like the whole situation with the sexual assault thing was more of a situation like between like lovers that I should have never like really like that's a serious thing like and I you know what I mean like yeah so that's it. I don't care if they're not happy. This is my life. So if you don't like it, go away and unsubscribe finally. Look, I'm gonna give you guys a chance, okay? Because I'm not gonna block you today. I'm gonna let you vent your frustrations. I'm gonna let you be a fucking whatever, say what you want. I really like put you guys through an emotional shit hole yesterday.
For a whole year. We've been doing this for almost a whole year, Chantal. A whole year, not just one day, a whole year. A whole year. Since this whole thing with Natter began, a whole freaking year. So out of like a whole year, you're gonna give us like an hour or two to just say what we gotta say?
I wasn't in my right mind either.
You never have been.
So
yeah, everybody, I'm aggravated with her. I'm so aggravated, and I'm angry and upset over her lying about the DVNSA. I have a reason to be upset. I'm someone who's actually been through it. I know how serious it is to go through it, and the pain and the suffering and the recovery you got to go through afterwards. And here's this woman making a mockery of it. It's a slap in the face to those who have been through those things. And yet this woman keeps bringing it up on her channel on purpose for profit. It's a slap in the face to those of us who've been through it. We're just trying to live our lives. We're just trying to carry on. And she keeps triggering people because she won't shut the fuck up about it. She won't just leave that topic alone and move on to something else. She keeps bringing it up because she wants to make just a little bit more money off of people. Chantal, you've made thousands talking about these topics. Isn't that enough? Haven't you triggered enough people? Haven't you done enough damage? Shut your mouth about that.
yeah. Marry him, please. I'm not getting married or anything, but I just want to be at a good, healthy place where we can both exist. It's especially on YouTube. So, Alyssa,
The thing is, you guys will never be at a healthy place. It'll never happen because you're both unhealthy people in every sense of the word. You want to be in a healthy place, but yet you're a toxic person. So how is that going to work? You could be in a healthy place if you worked on yourself, on every level of yourself, and he did too, then maybe that might happen. But you're both toxic grifters, working people. So if you got a head full of issues that you haven't worked out, and if you've got addictions you also haven't worked out, how are you ever going to have a healthy relationship? How? How is it possible to have a healthy, balanced, normal relationship with somebody who's toxic? It's, trust me, Chantal, I've dealt with toxic people before. You could love that person all day long. You could try everything you could think of to try and make it work. It's just not going to work. At the end of the day, there's only one solution, and that's to leave that toxic person alone. Take that toxicity out of your life, leave it behind, because there's nothing you can do about it. You can't fix the person, you can't make them better. It's for them to, they got to fix themselves. They got to work on themselves. No person in the world has the ability to fix what's wrong with another person. Nobody has the abilities to be a spiritual mechanic to fix broken parts or issues inside of a person. You can't fix Natter, and he can't fix you. You have to fix yourselves, but you're not interested in fixing yourself. You want to go on the way you've been going on, and therefore nothing is ever going to be normal.
oh, Sammy. Right, he's a good person. He has a lot of good in him.
Yeah, well, he's so good. Why is he still taking your money? Why doesn't he go out and get a job and make his own money? He's a real man, right? That's what real men do. Get their own jobs and make their own money. They don't live off women.
And I know it's hard because, and I feel, I don't know, like I really want us to do really fun stuff and good stuff, and yeah. I think I am nuts though. You're not getting lectured, I'm just saying my peace of mind. And that's all I really want to say about the past trauma. I just want to move on.
And what she really means is, I just want to move on, but also I want all of you in my chat and everybody on the reaction channels to not bring up things from the past. Because as long as you guys do, that's going to continue to screw things up with Natter. She doesn't want to make Natter angry. She doesn't want him to have a reason to not want to live with her one day. So she just wants to erase the past year and everything she said and everything she did, so that there's a chance that maybe one day she can have her dream of living in a home with Natter and being his girl. That's what she means when she says, I want to move on. She just wants everybody to shut up, not talk about anything she did, anything she said. As long as that goes on, he's going to continue to fight with her and get upset with her and charge her more money every time she screws up, when she rages. That's what she means. Let's move on. Let's pretend the last year didn't happen. Well, guess what, Chantal? Newsflash, it did happen. It did. And those of us that are on the reaction side, we're going to continue to do as we've been doing, which is document all of your nonsense, put it out there in front of the people, and let them know the truth, because they'll never get it from you. That's the one thing you won't give people, is the absolute truth. You like playing games, you like lying. So as long as you're a liar and you're trying to profit off your lies, we're going to call you out, whether you like it or not.
Dee just doesn't want me to fucking harass her and rage on her anymore. She doesn't give a shit what Matter does with his life. You know? She doesn't get mad. She doesn't. I know you guys think we're in a threesome. We're not. Stop the baby voice. I'm trying to get you guys to like me. Okay, Anita puts in.
I'm trying to get you guys to like me. Then work on yourself. Stop being a toxic bee. on the internet, and maybe that might work.
I lie about what?
And you know what she's doing right now? She's putting on that low baby voice. You know, that low, I want you guys to like me. It ain't working, Chantal. We clocked you over here with that voice. Whenever you're trying to get people on your side and to look pathetic, you use that baby voice. Ain't working, sis. Nope.
Are you kidding? I am abusive too. Are you joking? I am
Yep.
very verbally abusive.
Yep. See, told you. She just admitted it. Didn't I tell you guys? Like, everybody, she's been painting this picture of Natter of, oh, he's so abusive and he hurts me. What did I say in like one of the last React videos I did? I said that she's painting half a picture on purpose of the things that she wants you to see. And she's doing it because by only seeing half the picture, you're not paying attention to her half of the picture, which is probably more toxic than his. She wants you guys to see what she wants you to see. Painting the picture of, oh, he's abusive. He hurts me. I've been saying, you know what? Knowing Chantal's personality and the way she blows up, I just have a feeling that she's abusive too. That she's verbally abusive. She's the one who might be starting fights. And I'm not saying that's a reason for any person to put their hands on anybody. Nobody should be doing that. But don't think for a minute that if they're together, that he's just walking up and doing something to her. She likes to instigate things, and she likes to get stuff started. She likes that high drama. I can easily see her yelling and screaming and making him pop off. So she just said she's verbally abusive. Called it.
I have been, yes. I need to like get more pills or something because my brain is broken and fried. And that's why I just need to be positive. Because I don't feel like that's what it is, Tracy. I don't feel that at all. I don't feel that. Like, no, he didn't.
You know, Chantal, I hope you know that by saying out loud in public to everybody, he didn't do those things to me, you can't reverse that now, right? You know that? First, you said he did something. Now you're saying he didn't do something. So even if you get mad at Natter, he makes you really, really angry, you cannot flip it back to where he does hurt me. He did do it. Once you say that, you can't take it back. You can't keep changing your mind and changing the narrative to suit your mood.
Lambo cannot leave. Actually, I was gonna go to the guy's house.
No, you weren't. Listen, guys, there are no other men in her life. She wanted to marry Natter, did she not? She went into his chat on his channel. It was saying, claim me. I've got a ring. She was looking at tour addresses. So she's doing all this talk with him, and yet she's focusing on other men. No, she's not. She's not focusing on anybody but Natter. She may want to build up this thing in her head where she is so wanted that multiple men are chasing her, but nobody's chasing her. If there was somebody better in her life, some other opportunity, she would have taken it by now. She sticks with Natter because he's the only one that will put up with her nonsense, and she has to pay him to put up with her. That should tell you something. This woman who says, I'm so incredibly desirable and I've got all these men talking to me on Plenty of Fish or Instagram or whatever. Girl, if you're that wanted, why are you putting up with Natter? Why are you paying him thousands of dollars a month? You're paying him because there is no one else. He is the bottom of the barrel and he's the only choice. And that's why you are fixated on him, because if he wasn't there, there would be no one else to take his place.
He's really mad, actually. He just sent me like a bunch of like bravo. Like this to him every time. I'm never doing that to another guy, but I just couldn't like leave it the way it was, you know? So I ended up
Oh God, another fake story.
I know I'm nuts, guys. I'm gonna get help.
You're not going to get help. You don't want help. Next.
I'm gonna have this attitude forever, so if you don't like it, goodbye.
What happened to I want you guys to like me? Now she's throwing up the attitude. You don't like it, goodbye. Which is it, Chantal? You want people to like you, or you want to act like a complete bee to everybody? Pick a lane.
Hope it all goes down with you. For what?
See how quickly she flipped her mood? She was all like, oh, look at me. I'm so sad and pathetic. I want you guys to like me. And then a few seconds later, she's acting like a complete bee. See how quickly she flipped? That is so scary. See someone that can flip through their emotions just that fast. That lets you know that whatever emotions she's showing are not real. They're just for the camera.
Yes, I'm blocking people who are not supportive and who are rude. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to support my decisions, but you don't have to be rude. So if you're rude, I will block you. I don't care. Who the hell are you, CJ, you loser? Go back to your fucking 5,000 people channel.
Yeah, so RSN came into her chat. I guess he was saying, we're so disappointed in you. RSN, I don't know if you'll ever see my React video, but I'm going to keep it real with you, bro. You brought Chantal onto your channel, and we all know why. You brought her on because you wanted the extra boost in views and maybe super chats and all that. You milked that cow for as long as you could. You did. And you had her on for a few times. I'm sure that helped your channel a little bit as far as the views and subs and all that. But you configured things in such a way to where she's not coming back. So you got what you got out of Chantal. Time to move it along. She doesn't want to talk to you anymore. She ain't coming back to your channel.
You're disappointed in me, but you support someone like KK Katie? Are you fucking kidding? Do you know how many times this bitch has said the N-word? And she drives drunk? Are you disappointed in her? Go fuck yourself. Worry about yourself. All of you have demons in your closet. So until you're perfect, fuck you and eat shit. Okay?
You know, Chantal, a lot of people do have skeletons in their closet. You're right. You're right. Some of us have a past that maybe we did things or things happened that we're not the most proud of. A lot of people have skeletons in their closet. But you, ma'am, are a walking demon. You don't even have a closet. You've got an entire mansion full of stuff that you've been hiding. Things in your past. We know it. You got a mansion that's basically your walk-in closet of stuff that you don't want people to know. Secrets and lies and all that. Other people have a few skeletons in their closet. You can fill an entire mansion with all of your lies and deception.
Bye. Thank you. No, I've always had an issue with Katie's racism. Anybody you just dismiss an entire human with a whole history just because they do a few fucking shitty things? Come on, seriously. Do you know the fact that people don't understand how we keep trying and have a friendship and something? Obviously, there's fucking care there. Obviously, there's love there. Don't fucking act stupid. Like,
okay, Chantal, I'm a bit older than you. You're 38, I'm 51. You don't get to be my age without learning a few things along the way. So let's just say, for argument's sake, let's just say Nader does have a past. And he does. But even if you could dismiss his past, all of it, just erase it away, you got to look at who he is and what he does in the present day. This dude does not have a job. Obviously, he's not interested in getting a job. He's not interested in making his own money. What is he doing right now? What does he spend his time doing? Finding women that he can take advantage of financially, looking for targets, looking for anybody that he could talk to, manipulate, get money out of. Not just you, but his own viewers. You know, he's always looking for those female targets, always looking at women and saying, what can I get from this particular woman? Do they have something that I could use, that I need? Do they have a place to stay? Do they have savings in the bank account? How can I maneuver my way into all of that and take a piece of that? So even if he didn't have a past, if he didn't have a criminal record, he didn't do the things that he did, you got to look at who the person is now and what they're doing. That's important. Who is that person? What's their nature? Where are they going in life? What are their dreams? Are they trying to become someone? Natter is just drifting along in life the same way you are. It's just that you have more money than he does, and he's latched onto you like a tick to get that money. If he loved you, he would be a real man as he professes himself to be and take care of his own stuff. He wouldn't look at you to support him.
I don't get it. I hate being shamed for this shit. I hate being shamed for doing things that make me fucking human.
You're not
And I know
human.
people are like, you don't, but you're not looking at your behavior. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. That's why I'm on here right now, fully saying I fucked up. I'm a piece of shit for what I said and did yesterday, and for things I've said and did in the past, and for not taking certain very subjects more seriously. Okay?
You know, I've heard more apologizing from her to Natter than she has to her own audience. She'll sit there and make entire live streams where essentially she's talking to him through her computer screen. But I haven't heard this same passion when it comes to people in her audience. Like just sitting down and saying, you know what, guys, this stream is entirely for you. I'm sorry for acting like a complete jerk and manipulating you and lying to you for about a year. It was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. I did it for the sake of profit, and I'm a crap person for doing it. I haven't heard that same passion for people in her audience. I've heard passion for her and Natter, but where's the passion towards the people that are financially supporting this woman and giving her the life that she has? No gratitude, no apologies, nothing. She will instead apologize to the sugar daddy that feeds off of her. That's to show you where her head is.
My jealousy when it comes to Dee Dee. No, and actually that's what I explained to her. I said, like, look, I know I've said some really fucked up shit to you know, because she's like on the verge of like wanting to fucking get me on harassment. Harassment's very hard to prove, number one, but also like
Yeah, let's talk about that. So yesterday, Dee Dee said she was going to sue Chantal. That was all for drama, y'all. Dee Dee is not going to sue Chantal. First of all, where would Dee Dee get the money to sue Chantal? I know she's got a job and she works, but I just can't see her spending what she does make on the situation with Chantal. Secondly, Chantal, Dee Dee, and Natter all hang out. They spend intimate time together, and she goes to see Natter at Dee Dee. So make it make sense. You know, you're going to sue somebody that you talk to? No, that was just made up drama.
I'm not condoning what I said and did to her because I did say some really nasty things, but I mean I feel like I was just like insane with like just feeling like really scorned and jealous and just like really like I felt like I was being lied to, like they were being really secretive and it was driving me nuts and I felt
Oh, come on. Chantal, you played the dumb act like I didn't know they were sleeping together. Girl, you had sex with both of them. You watched them have sex. I didn't know they were sleeping together. They did it right in front of you. They did it right in front of your face. You knew, and there was nothing you could do about it because you know the deal. Dee Dee is Natter's main. You are the profitable side chick, and you will always be. I feel, my opinion, that Dee Dee and Natter are a thing, and that Dee Dee has a part to play in the grift. That perhaps she looks for people for Natter to grift. You know, on the street, there's a term for women who work for pimps, women who are the main girl. They call them a bottom bitch. You know, the bottom bitch is the one who holds the other girls down and keeps them in line. Dee Dee is Natter's bottom bitch. She is his main girl. They are a couple in a sense. And so Dee Dee's job is to be there for him and find targets, find marks for him, and tell him who he needs to start talking to. I'm pretty sure that Dee Dee came to Chantal's channel, saw her and said, "Hey, you need to talk to this one. She's got a lot of money." It might have been Dee Dee that put Natter on Chantal in the first place. I can't say that for sure. I don't have any receipts, but I did hear that Dee Dee was in Chantal's chat for the longest, and then after that, Chantal and Natter were talking. So yeah, does it really make sense? It makes sense to me that Dee Dee has a part to play in the grip. She finds the targets for Natter, and she puts Natter on those people, and then she holds everything down. So they all got a part to play in this little sick game going on.
Like I was being manipulated from the beginning. Like I come back from Windsor. Here I expect to work it out with my fucking boyfriend, and or this man I'm in. You guys know how I feel about him. I'm crying about him. She's been watching me for 2 years, so you clearly see that I'm crying over this man. That I love this man.
Oh, so she just confirmed it. So Dee Dee allegedly was watching Chantal for 2 years. Natter's not been in the picture that long, so she just confirmed that Dee Dee was in her chat for the longest. And then isn't it something that shortly after that, Natter came in the picture?
And you inserting yourself in everything is making it worse. But then at the same time, if he wants his friend there to stay with him while we're fighting, I mean, I press charges on. So what is he supposed to do? Be on the street? Be alone? You know what I mean? So he needed that support there too. So it was just like so fucked up on so many angles. And I just don't want to talk about that personal part of my life anymore. I want to keep that to myself, be private about it.
Okay, big question, Chantal. So you're saying you want a private life. Okay. I hope that you mean that, although we all know that you don't. So if you don't talk about Natter anymore, what are you going to talk about? Because that's just like a topic every day that you put out there in front of people. If you can't talk about Natter, what else are you going to talk about? I mean, I want you to talk about different things. I'm sick of hearing about Natter and all the drama. What else is there? Bring it to the table. We're waiting.
Feel like I have a right to do that. If you feel like I'm lying and being secretive, oh well, you know what to do. Where there's the door as always. I mean, that's just how I feel about it. You know, so I don't know. Because I think I'm really just gonna be
So she left the car to go get.
things are good with us.
Listen, I guess.
You don't claim someone who puts charges on you. Right?
Exactly. So there she is she wants to get married to Natter and she wants to live with Natter. But you know what, Chantal? If it were me, if I were a person and somebody was interested in me, and that person showed a really ugly side of themselves, that they're so evil and so depraved in the head that they're going to invent serious criminal charges on me just because they're mad, that wouldn't be somebody that I hook up with in a relationship. No, I wouldn't live with that person. So by doing that, any chance you might have had with Natter, you just shot yourself in the foot with that one.
Sorry, Alyssa. Hi. I'm sorry if you went through something. And I am sorry for any women who go through shit. And I'm sorry, like, I can't be what you thought I would be or whatever. I don't know. Yeah. Also, what was I going to say? I sent a bunch of money out to people today. I don't know if you got it on PayPal.
You know, a truly generous person would not point out sending money to other people. They would just send it. Whenever she does something for somebody else, she's got to point it out. That's not a truly generous person. You know, she's trying to make herself look good. Oh, I sent out money to people. Well, good for you. Maybe you sent out some of the money that you earned by traumatizing everybody talking about DVNSA. Which?
No, I might need it. I might be e-baking. I'm just kidding.
No, you better not. No, you better not. Miss $13,000 YouTube check. You better not.
Can you imagine? That's what I wanted to do. Well, and the more the merrier. I mean, come on. And then having fun and, you know. But I just can't get into it. It's not for me. But it's not because of Dee Dee. And it's not because of anything. It's just feelings. What constitutes a swinger? Don't you have to be in a couple to be a swinger? Or is it just one person? What are tea parties? Oh my god, I'm so hungry.
I want to see her eat.
I thought, you know what? I got these booze. We've been through so much fucking shit together.
Let me correct that for you. The two of you have been through stuff, but the audience, we've been through stuff with you because you made us a part of it every step of the way. You never left us out.
That I don't think that will ever change. That I will ever stop caring about him. You know, I never have to be sexually frustrated in my life when I'm with, you know, who. Oh, sorry, life is beautiful. I just seen it. Chantal is my favorite troll. And when I'm with him, we enjoy good food together, like healthy food, like homemade food, gourmet food.
Yeah, and then you enjoy the healthy food, and then as soon as you're done, you run straight to a fast food restaurant because you want your fast food fix. We saw it numerous times. You'd be over at his house, he'd make healthy food, and the moment you left his house, you're stopping to get your Starbucks and get your Nashi. And nothing has changed.
No, I miss that. I miss my baba ganoush and falafels and lentil soup. But I was going to eat this healthy snack. Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm actually, tomorrow, I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing after I see my family, but I am going to be spending the day with my family tomorrow.
Sure.
So.
Sure you are.
Jeez. What? I'm going to have a medical emergency? How do you know? Are you God? I hope I live to be 120 just to spite you. Just so I can go, ah! Anyway, you never know. I might be on my deathbed from eating too many orange juleps and paneer. I might get paneeritis and die. Or I might get paneeritis and be on my sickbed, and then all of a sudden I get to live. Pretty soon we might get bionic organs. Like, imagine if you could buy skeleton wastes away and had boob implants. Does that mean that's just a skeleton? But I will probably take phone calls while I'm driving. I usually do. I'm a beacon of truth. I'm a beacon. I never got salmonella. I ate his chicken many times.
Well, you're used to eating garbage, so maybe that's why.
Because, Brooke, why am I gonna, if I want to spend my time with somebody, why do I have to keep it off my channel?
Oh. Because it's toxic. You yell and scream about your private life, but then you don't keep your life private. You can't have it both ways, like I said. You just can't do that.
But well, it's still my channel, so I mean, it's the majority of the abusing is just going to be me, of course. He has a heavy accent. I'm like, I actually never ever. No money, fool. I don't find him loving and romantic to Didi at all. You guys find? Not loving and romantic. That's why. That's why. And oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So, take Sabrina. If you ask one more time, I will block you.
Okay, so we've seen enough of Chantal. This is almost over. Let's move on to the comments. I want to hear what the people have to say. Shannon Hawley says, I'm just in awe of how much she lies. Like, it's actually funny now. She'll say two completely contradictory statements in one breath. It's incredible. Yes, she lies as easily as she breathes. Well, let me just scratch that because she doesn't breathe very well. But you know, she lies. Lying is natural to her. It's just a thing she does. Christina Glinter says, he did not sexually assault me. This kind of accusation is damaging for someone. You told us that he did. This came from you, not us. Y'all, this will never end. Let her keep going until there's nothing left. Hey, I'm here for the train wreck. I'm here to see the train wreck crash. It's going to happen sooner or later. I'm just here to react to it. That's all. Aslav says, for anyone who doesn't want to watch today, we love Natter. Natter is not abusive. We are so silly and changed our mind again. It's a private relationship between lovers and shouldn't have been broadcasted. Everything we realized yesterday has been forgotten until the next time when we will realize it all again for the 1,000th time. Oh, and Dee Dee's gray kitty isn't so bad after all. Ew! Ew! I could have gone the rest of my life without reading the rest of that. Let's see. V says, don't forget, every time you leave him, Natter is going to sleep next to Dee Dee every night. Can't wait until you rage after you come to this exact realization. Miss Power says, prime example of why you should never be a parent. You're too unstable. In other words, I love that you're back with Natter. Yes, girl, descend into madness. Yeah, I said I want them to be together. I want them to move in together. I want them to have an explosive relationship. It'll be great content for the reaction channels. Philly's fan says, bad behavior has consequences. No person can just erase their bad choices and B's because they want to forget and move on. All of this will catch up to you sooner or later. It's already catching up to her. She's not getting that much in the way of super chats. People are dropping off her channel. Consequences are slow, but they are coming. Miss Blackwood says, Sofa Sim would like everyone to please stop shaming Chantal for repeatedly lying about DV and SA. It's not her fault. She's a victim and everyone is a bully. Screw Sofa King. He's an idiot. Sofa King is an idiot. Him, Plain Cheeseburgers, and Ashley Lamborghini, they're all idiots. They're all hardcore idiots. They go into other people's chat rooms and act the fool, and then they get banned because they can't come in and behave. They're all idiots. Monty still has a channel, says, I was excited for the apartment art till I realized neither have the credit. So maybe a house art including wife too, of course. Could my life really get that lucky to have 3 freaks and a Pete's art? you know, Chantal might get around the fact she's got bad credit by throwing a bunch more money at somebody and saying, hey, I know my credit sucks, but here's like double the deposit. Can I move in? Can we rent this place? Somebody somewhere might actually go for it. I mean, if you don't have good credit, that's the only way to get around it is by fronting up a whole bunch of cash. Dee Dee's low-fat vag juice says, the worst thing about this is how you have Lambo and company laughing at how she made up essay claims. It's not a joke. Like I said, they're all garbage over there. Her hardcore beezers. Anybody laughing at this, the fact that she made up this stuff, you're garbage. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a VI beezer. You're garbage. Garbage. Sit there and laugh about these claims. The fact that she lied, you're garbage. Trash. Filth. Let's see. Louise says, how can you say you love him? You lead Natter on taking him to look at houses for you both to live together. You had your chance to move in with him, but you chose Pete's. So Natter moved on with Dee Dee. You don't want him, but you don't want anyone else to have him. Exactly. That's the way she thinks. That's Chantal's thinking down to a T. I don't want him, but I don't want anybody else to have him. That goes for everything in her life, like her cats. People have come forward and said, Chantal, if you don't want your cats, I will take care of them. No questions asked. Please give the cats to me. Give the cats to somebody else, Chantal. But her way of thinking is, I don't want my cats. I don't want to take care of them, but I'll be damned if I'll let anybody else have them. She's just that soulless and selfish that she would rather the cats suffer in her care than be a halfway decent human and give the cats to somebody else who will do right by them. BBJ is so incredibly sick. She's been crying out lately in a way that makes me concerned as a cat mama. I'm like, what's wrong with her? Is that poor baby hungry? Is she starving? Is she sick? That the yowls she's been doing lately, it scares the crap out of me. But Chantal just will not give those cats up. Like I said, she's got that thinking of, I don't want them, but I will hold on to it just because it's mine. Let's see. Lilu Witchy Poo says, here's the beautiful thing about YouTube. You don't get to dictate how we react to you. You can cry, whine, rage, and block till your face turns blue, but we will still react as we please, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. True. She can't stop people from feeling what they feel and thinking what they think and expressing themselves. She can't dictate every bit of narrative everywhere. Let's see. Next comment. Number one fan says, why does he never profess his love for you online like this? Because he doesn't love her. He's using her, but she's okay with that. She's okay with the arrangement. She keeps on with it. Ooh says, if somebody came online and said I was a buffalo and nobody wanted to see my body, I don't think I could handle buying their apartment. No, I would turn away from that person and never turn back around again. Love this comment. Terry says, once a scorned woman, always a scorned woman. And the cycle continues. Yeah, once you're a scorned lady, you're going to stay that way. So she's going to float between I'm sorry and being scorned. Brittany Novell says, BB might have ignored you, but at least you didn't have to pay for intimacy. And which one is he hits you across the face for getting him food and doesn't like it? He doesn't hit you and you're okay? Yeah, she said that he hit her because she got the wrong food. I don't believe that happened. I really don't. There would have been a mark on her face if he hit her. Oh, shoot. Amy P says you can't turn a creekhead into a house elf. So true. You can't. Looking for a good comment. There's so many comments here. So you know what? This react video is about an hour. I don't want to go over this. You guys can read the rest of the comments if you want. Hope you guys have enjoyed this react video. If you have, please like it, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thanks for watching and have a good day. Bye-bye.